everyone. Welcome back to Stephanie Plans and Reads. Thank you to all of the people who have recently subscribed and all those people who have been here from the very beginning. I really appreciate it. We're getting close to 1,000 and yeah, so excited and so happy that you're here with me. Today is a bit of a different video for me. As you can see, I'm on screen and I'm not usually, and I hate it. Just to be honest with you. This is probably the most self-conscious that I ever am when I'm on here. Talking doesn't seem to be the problem. It's just when knowing that you can see me while doing it is a bit freaky. But this is what I look like. So today's video, we're going to be talking about planner hot takes. When I say planner hot takes, I mean people's opinions about the planner community, people's opinions about all of the little things that go along with planning, planners, stickers, fountain pens, pens, all of those things, and people's opinions about those things. And also what people think are in and out in the planner community, maybe unpopular opinions, things like that. And I asked on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube for people's ideas of what they thought was in and out and coming into 2025, what they thought would be hot and not kind of thing. And I got quite a few responses. And also I got some responses on videos that weren't about that, but they mentioned what they thought was going to be in or out in the future. So I used those as well. I'm not going to say anyone's names, and it's in no way meant to make you feel bad if you like these particular things or you want to use these particular things. These are just people's opinions, and it really doesn't matter. It was just a fun thing, I thought, to think about and to imagine what people think is going to be popular in the future. And yeah, I'm not going to use anyone's name, so there's no shade. And I'd love it if we could continue the discussion in the comments. And again, it's just your opinion. So there's no need to get disrespectful or anything like that about it. And hopefully I won't be either in this video. I should tell you a little bit about the situation. So I've got my laptop right in front of the camera, on a little like desk thing. And then I've also got some tea, and I advise you to get whatever you need to watch this video. I watch all my videos like on 1.5, so you can do that as well. I don't really have any kind of, I thought I would organize it into categories, and I didn't. So we're just gonna go by the comments, and yeah, if you have opinions that you want to write in the comments, please do. Okay, so the first one I have has concerns about the Hobonichi paper, the Tomoe River paper, the Sanzin paper, the big brouhaha that was this year. So this person says sterling ink is definitely in, especially considering the hype with the hobo paper, and as usual, all the pens, fountain pen stickers, washi. And a few people mentioned the Tomoe River paper, Sanzin paper, the change this year, that Hobonichi, all of their planners were now going to be using Sanzin paper, and the kind of bad batch. And I saw a lot of people on YouTube testing their papers, testing their planners for bleed through. And I guess what's really frustrating people is the fact that when before their fountain pens would work no problem, now their fountain pens are really bleeding through. I think that's primarily, I don't think it's bleeding through that much with other pens, but definitely the fountain pen people. And I've heard Hobonichi saying something like, well, we never said that we were good for fountain pens, which I'm not sure if that is true or not. But sterling ink uses a slightly different, a slightly different paperweight. So I think it's still the same paper, but their weight is a little bit thicker. So people who were doing the tests on sterling ink didn't find that there was that much of a problem. So I think this is why this person says sterling ink is definitely in, because the paper seems to hold up better than this bad batch of Hobonichi paper. I'm not sure if Hobonichi will address that in the future, but for right now it seems, yeah, some people are a little bit annoyed. I can totally understand why you would be annoyed, given the fact that in the past it has worked and you've spent a lot of money on it. And certainly if you are in Canada, you're spending so much money on shipping. Even if we buy it from Amazon, for example, it's still quite expensive. So I can totally see why people would be angry with that, and also why people would be looking to other planner companies to source their Tomoe River paper planners. I use sterling ink and I love it, but there are many, many others out there. Okay, so the next, I guess, opinion, I'm just going to call them opinions from now on, but they, you know what they are. This person says they see more and more people moving into bound planners over rings, spirals, and discs. I think that's true. I have seen a lot of people, I think it's part and parcel of this Tomoe River paper embracing. People like the idea of a bound book. I think bullet journals always kind of used bound books, didn't they? They used Deutsche German, Moleskine, and Archer and Olive, and the list goes on. But I think more people, I definitely have seen a lot of people move to paper chest designs, sterling ink. There's so many different ones. The others don't. Oh, I think just Scribble has got one now. The Rosy Life Planner. So there are really a lot of planners out there that give you that same bound book feel. And I think people, I like a bound book because I like the feeling of it in my hand. And it doesn't, like if you get the Tomoe River paper ones and you can bend them over, then you really don't have that much problem with writing. And I find with a spiral and a disc, especially, I can't write in those. And I know with the discs that you can take it out, but I don't do that because I'm lazy. No, because I just don't want to. Again, this person says that people are moving away from Hobonichi. I don't know that that's true. I think the fervor over the problem at the release date, the launch date, when people couldn't get their planners was crazy. You would have thought that that was the only time they ever had to buy planners, was that time. And yeah, people were just insane. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. People were just very overwhelmed by the fact that the server had went down and there were problems there. And a major company, probably that shouldn't have happened. But yeah, I thought there were so many people looking for Hobonichi at that time that I don't really see people moving away from that. But I don't know, maybe you have seen it. I don't know. Let me know if you've seen people moving away from Hobonichi, either as a result of that problem or the fact that there are just so many other alternatives out there. This person also says they see a lot of people turning away from sticker kits and keeping more to washi tape, pen and paper, highlighter, things like that. I think people always, their planning style changes so much that sometimes people are really in their stickers and using all the functional stickers, all the decorative stickers that they can, and the kits are wonderful for that because you get so many stickers. And I just had a video about this that I did last time, I think, about how many stickers you get with some sticker kits. It's outrageous. And in a good way, especially if you're getting value for money. But if you can't use them, then that's a problem. But I think people, will find that, they're in their sticker kits and they love them, and then they move to paper and pen and highlighter and maybe washi or a little, kind of random sticker, or as this person mentioned, ephemera. So yeah, I think, do I see more people moving away from sticker kits? Maybe. I know somebody who makes stickers, and I can't remember exactly who, but I think it was Christiane Designs mentioned on on Facebook, I think, about how the planner community, she's seeing a change in how people use stickers. So maybe you're right. Maybe sticker kits are not the preferred way of decorating anymore. I'm not sure, but I know I'm finding I'm moving away a little bit from sticker kits. Certainly really big sticker kits, and maybe to go to more of those journaling sizes, or even just decorative. This person also says that the Sands and Tomoe River paper situation will continue to get worse because of the drama involved. I think people who buy Hobonichi products now know what it's like, and if they decide to continue to purchase them, I don't think there's going to be that much drama anymore. This person also said that paper snob is a thing and it will continue. That is true. I think I think we all prefer a certain type of paper. I know when I was in Erin Condren, that was the perfect paper, and I never wanted to go into a Tomoe River paper situation, and now I would not leave it, even though I love the paper from Erin Condren. I know some people like the 120 pound paper, really thick paper, bullet journaling. I think Archer and Olive 140 or something like that. People like those thick pieces of paper. I'm on the other side. I really enjoy that kind of Bible, like the tissue kind of feeling of Tomoe River paper. And yeah, people definitely have their opinions. Okay, so this one kind of bothered me as well. I can understand it, but it did bother me. So this person says that people purchasing multiples and selling them in buy-sell trade groups will continue, and it makes me both mad and sad. Yeah, I think I'm seeing this a lot with Sterling Ink right now, because I am a member of their Facebook group and I bought their planners, and I saw first like the initial launch of those 3 weeks, and that people already were saying, oh, when will the restock happen? When will the restock happen? I'm thinking, well, people have really bought a lot of planners. And then just the amount of, on the Sterling Ink site, the amount of reselling there is a lot. And I can see why this person is both mad and sad, because, people are looking for their planner for next year. And if they go to the site and it doesn't have the size that they want because somebody bought up multiples just to see, that's annoying. On the other hand, people are allowed to spend their money the way they want to. And I think some of us bought, and I include myself in this, bought different sizes. And I can see where once you want to feel what that feels like in your hand. I saw a lot of new people to Sterling Ink this year, and I'm wondering if that's not part of the buy, sell, trade phenomenon, is because people had come from other planners, wanted to feel what they would be like in their hand. They changed some of the cover material. And then once they got it, they realized, I mean, I've saw a lot of posts saying I've decided to go with this size over this size or a different route entirely. So, you know, I can see why they do that. But, you know, I understand. I get it. She says, this person also says that sticker craze will continue, but people will realize just how much money they're spending on stickers and will look for more affordable options. And she thinks maybe like stamps and stencils will be becoming more popular. You know, the economy is what it is. I know sticker companies themselves are struggling with the cost of paper, and so the sticker prices might go up as well. I advised, I don't know, a couple videos ago that I would buy my stickers generally on sale rather than or on offer from, you know, Black Friday is coming up, for example. I'll be buying some stickers then. They're expensive. I have looked at stamps. I'm not really all that into stamps, but I have thought about not using stencils, but seeing if I couldn't use some more creative like ways to do headers and stuff like that. That is, you know, my own lettering. But they're not as fun as stickers. Planner hopping, this person says, will continue. I don't understand planner hopping from this perspective, and people who do it can really help me out here. I use my planners functionally before anything else, so I have to write this stuff down or else I don't remember it, I don't do it, I forget that it happened, like everything, I have to write it down. So I'm curious for people who planner hop, what do they like? Do they keep all of their planners to remember what they did, or do they back plan everything? If you hop in September, are you going to be back planning from January? I mean, good for you if you do it, but I would have to. So I don't planner hop during the year. If I bring in a new planner to see what it's like, or to see if I want to do that in the future, that's an addition to my planner. This planner here, this is my Sterling Ink A5. I've been in it from the beginning and we'll finish it. It stays, you know, I stay in this the whole time. But if I want to try the B6, like I tried the B6 in the summer, I think, that was an additional thing that I was just trying out. I couldn't, planner hop. But this person says that she thinks that will continue, and she does it too because she gets bored. And I think that's what's great about the Sterling Ink and Hobonichi Avec, that you can get the half and half. But yeah, for me, I could not do it. I could not do it because I would not know where anything was, what I was doing, who I was. It's very bad. Oh, this person says that conferences will still continue. And she's happy that people get to go, but I think this is good. The content that's built around them will not be as popular because of FOMO. And she says that's a hot take. I kind of agree. I think I've seen in my own channel how certain videos play better than others. The videos that play the best or get my most views are videos like, not necessarily like this where I'm talking to the camera, but videos that I'm talking about, like, how I use my planner for this, or what kind of planners I'm thinking about, for 2025. Those kind of exploratory videos, I guess I call them. The videos that do the worst are the haul videos. And when I first started watching YouTube videos, the haul videos were always the thing. But I think people now are, they feel like they're missing out on something. And because of the economy, because of the situation that many of us are in, you can't afford to splash out. And I think this is especially true with people who are sponsored, videos that are sponsored, or affiliates, where they get the product in for free to show their viewers. If you're doing that a lot, I think people, don't appreciate that, because they're, they feel like they can't, afford to get those things. I 100% think that's true. And I don't think that that's necessarily a hot take. I think that people will be, the content based around stuff that you get to do that other people probably couldn't, especially like the Go Wild conference is quite popular, but it's very expensive. And so some people, might choose not to watch that content because they don't want to be triggered, I guess. Tea time. I continue to show hauls on my channel because I like them. And I like watching people's hauls, their sticker hauls, because I like to see what people get. I bought all those stickers with my own money. And I'm just showing you what I got. But I can totally see the consequence of that is that I don't have as many views on that. Okay, so this is again more about FOMO. This person says she has some hot takes, or I think all of these were women. I think my viewership is 100% women. But she said, I have some hot takes, and they all have to do with FOMO culture. She says that the number of people selling sterling inks in the buy-sell trade groups shows me that people are buying a bunch of stuff for fear of missing out, deciding what they want, then selling the rest after the hubbub has died down. I think we're all guilty of that in some way, about thinking, this is the next best thing. I need to get on this. Everybody's going to be using this. I find myself, seeing other planner brands and other sticker brands and thinking, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll go that. And I think that's natural and normal, especially when you're starting out in the hobby. You may find yourself being swayed by the big creators in those areas. So if you follow an Erin Condren creator, you might be swayed more toward that kind of stuff. If you follow a lot of happy planner creators, you're going to be doing that. And I think that's normal. But there is a sense of like the heightened drama and panic over the fact that you might not get it. And a lot of that has to do with the smaller brands becoming more popular, and they can't compete with kind of the amount of demand that they have. And so there is a little bit of that FOMO. Another example would be Coffee Monsters Co., specifically the washi tapes. They call them ninja fingers. You have to be on when she releases them if you want to get them. I know she does a pre-order hybrid. But yeah, people are like that. And I think if you're into your hobby more and you're confident or more at home with the way that you do your planning and the things that you need for your planning, there's less. I still feel it sometimes. I feel like, I better get that because everybody's going to be having it, or I see it everywhere. Everybody's, showing videos about it, and I think, well, it looks so great, I might have to have it. But generally, for the most part, I can kind of think, does that work for me? Is that going to be part of what I do? And I think, as you're in the hobby longer, you start to get more comfortable with that. I think this person also mentioned the Hobonichi Paddington. That was one of the ones that was, special issue, and that people thought, oh, I've got to get it. Yeah, there are quite a few. But I was thinking the other day, and I don't know if somebody, I can't now, I'm going to think maybe somebody said this in a video or something. So if you've said it, and I'm not giving you credit, I'm sorry, but I just can't remember. But they said that they can admire something and really like it without having to buy it. And so now I'm thinking about that more. I liked that Paddington Weeks as well. I really did. And I like that pistachio one that seems to be the big popular. I like those. They're very pretty. But I don't need it. So I'm okay with liking some things from afar. But again, if you liked it and you want it and you have the money for it, buy it. Stationery weeks have taken on the same culture as Rhinebeck for knitters. There's an all cool kids are going culture which creates FOMO. Yes, that's true. All the kids going to Go Wild, all the cool kids going to Chicago Planner Conference, buying from Jet Pens and Atlas stationaries, and buying the spring Hobonichi when that comes. You'll see a whole bunch of creators be buying those as well. I think that it does, and I think the FOMO culture seems to be like, it used to be that you started thinking about your planners around this time for next year, and now we're doing it because some people are thinking about. I saw somebody who was thinking about their 2026 lineup, which is fine, but that's just an example of how we're kind of accelerated on this. We've got to get the next thing. We've got to know what we're going to do in the future. We've got to be able to get it, and we've got to hold on to it. Buying multiples of one planner and hoping to redate them because you like it so much, all of those things. I think there's definitely that kind of fear of missing out, and all cool kids are going to be using this or doing this. And that might have something to do with the fact that the Tomoe River paper is so popular right now, is because once one big person uses it and more people in the planner community start using it, then it seems like everybody's using it, and you're not cool if you don't. What else? Yeah, this person says that in those buy, sell, trade groups, that people will jack up the price then of something that they bought. And, if they bought a planner for $30, decided they didn't want to use it, they're selling it for $35, $40. That's on the consumer, I guess, to kind of know what price they're willing to pay for something. I saw, a lot of those, these pens from Hobonichi come free, and I've seen sites selling them, like the one for this year, like not even one that's rare or anything, for $12, $15 for a pen. So, if you know that you can get it free, you shouldn't be paying, or if you can get it for $30, you shouldn't be paying $35. And also, for so many of the sterling ink ones, it was about getting the color you wanted and the edges and things that you wanted. And then we cover up the covers anyway, so it's probably not that important. One other hot take has to do with creators. This person says that they don't like when creators constantly change what they're doing just because of what things they get free. I think that, I don't get anything for free. I'm still small, and I have several, planner brands and sticker brands that I like and would love to work with. I don't want to be getting a whole bunch of free stuff that I'm not going to use, And I don't want to be shilling for those companies that I don't use and tell my viewers to use them just because I happen to get it free. I find that companies that want to, disseminate their stuff to content creators will kind of, you'll see like everybody's got this new, whatever, sticker kit because they all got, it free or whatever, or affiliates or whatever. So I think it's up to the creator and how they want to make their money, basically. That is, if they're people who watch them don't mind them, flip-flopping planners or deciding that this is the new best thing, whereas, last week it was this thing, then that's fair enough. I think, like that's how you're getting paid, and you should be able to, change and as much as you want. But I can see how it would be annoying if you just felt like they were just trying to sell to you and that it wasn't something that they were really using or wanting to, move forward with, and they were just, hawking it for the money. Another one is about the rise of junk journaling or pasting, taping ephemera into your planner. This person said that it'll continue to get big and people will be journaling more in that fashion moving forward. I have seen that kind of move from, the scrapbooking, happy planner community. It seemed like then they went into junk journaling. Some people do it in their main planner and they just put, and their planners get really quite thick. Other people have separate ones or do it in their memory planner. Some people are using, mixed media, really interesting ways. I think that's really interesting and creative. I don't always think that these interesting and creative scrapbooking people are always planner people. They don't always, the two lines don't always cross, but when they do, it's really interesting. And I don't junk journal. I'm not that creative. My planner is primarily functional with some creativity, and then I have my reading journal, which is, well, I would say it's kind of creative, but it's mainly, functional as well. So, but yeah, junk journaling seems to be really popular, and that kind of move toward that kind of more journaling aesthetic, that kind of vintagey, pet tapey, ephemera kind of vibe, I think will continue going forward, especially from found mixed media rather than necessarily buying things, but using the things that you have to create your junk journal. I think that's going to be quite popular. Anyway, that's all the ones that I have here. A lot of them had similar messages. Let me know if you had any hot takes that weren't mentioned here, anything that you think will be in and out in the future, and if you agreed or disagreed with any of the ones I said here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like and subscribe to this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.